It's the weekend. It's Mailbag. We are this week 4 middle-aged men trying to work technology because we've had some teething issues getting into this first proper Mailbag of the year. I am joined this week by Dave Phillips, making your Mailbag debut.
I know it's a week of debuts, and I'm delighted.
Yeah, you're putting a shift in this week. Foxy and John, and hopefully Liam will join us soon because he's having even more technical issues than us. Lots of questions to get through, lads. So we will kick off with this one from Tommy on Patreon. Which popular song has had a cover version done that was better than the original? For him, Living in the City by Cook the Bucks, better than Stevie Wonder's version. It's a bold claim. It's a good shout, though. John's shaking his head. John, what have you got?
Hey, Johnny Cash, better than 9 Inch Nails. Trent Reznor himself said, "It's no longer my song."
No, that is the definitive version, I think, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
All the Pet Shop Boys always on my mind.
Oh,
That's a fantastic one.
Wow, do you know what? I wish Liam was on because he's got an Eminem Hughes song about that. We won't go into it. Dave?
Cheers, John. That was my first choice. Sorry, boys. No, it's fine. I think the other one that I really like is Jimi Hendrix's version of "All Along the Watchtower."
Yeah,
which was originally a Bob Dylan song. He took that and he made that better. And U2's version of "Helter Skelter," which is on Rattle and Hum album, is better than the Beatles version, in my opinion.
The band the Beatles could have been. Foxy?
This might be controversial with the audience, but similar to the last one, with a little help from my friends, by Joe Cocker.
I thought you were going to say wet then.
I thought you were going to say that was my first thought as well.
Yeah.
I thought the ghost of Marty Pello is now about to make an appearance.
I think mine is Condition by Supergrass. Is better than, oh God, who's on the original? It's totally gone out of my mind. Country singer. That wasn't Glenn Campbell, was it? Find out in a minute, can't remember. But yeah, Condition by Supergrass. Kenny Rogers, that's it. That's the fella.
I don't know, I just threw that in.
No one's going to argue.
Is it not?
Yeah, it was Kenny Rogers, it was, yeah.
Yeah,
and also, Supergrass aren't as racist as Kenny Rogers, so.
There you go, to win-win.
And significantly more alive as well, John, which is always good.
I don't know. Have you seen the state of that Mickey Quinn who plays is in Supergrass? He looks like one of the Walking Dead.
He does actually look like one of the Muppets off the Pumping on His Stereo video, no?
He does, yeah.
He does. Oh, God, do you know what? They are one of the bands of the 90s for me, honestly. Absolutely love them. Saw them again last year when they toured Ice with Coco. Incredible. Right. Okay, we're going to this one, the hot topic then. Give us your best stat. Do you want to think you threw out a few on Twitter?
I did, yeah. But I can't find them.
I saw you post, John.
So I'll just make one up. If you took all the empty space between your atoms, apparently, then there wouldn't be enough to fill a dice. So, of every person in that currently exists.
Yeah,
I'm half-arsed in this one because I can't remember it.
So, if you take out all of your entrails and make a path to the moon with them, you will die. I mean,
that's the one, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it seems unbelievable to me, but then I'll take your word for it, John. Foxy.
Yeah. So this is both an impressive and you'll find immediately very boring stat. So it's a personal one. You ready?
Go for it.
I built this up too much already. So I have lived in 13 different houses. First bit, within 1 mile of the A38, in 5 different counties. There aren't many people who can say that.
that is some Venn diagram going on there.
Yeah, there's 13 different houses, 1 mile of the A38 that kind of is down the country in 5 different counties.
Wow.
I currently live within 500 meters of the A38. Good times. I feel safe.
Is it noisy?
It's not too bad.
No.
Not too bad. There's some
quite
fast and stuff, but yeah, no, it's not too bad.
It's a good start. It's a good start. And yeah, and not one anyone else would have. I like it.
And here's another little caveat, little stat for that. I also lived close to the A38 once.
I never have. Dave, have you?
No, I've worked near the A38. I
can't even say that. I don't even know where it is.
Where did you work in the A38? I'm excited, Dave.
Central Rivers train depot near Burton upon Trent.
Oh, that's near where I live now.
Right,
This.
there we go.
This, I mean,
Connections all over.
This is just serendipitous. You cannot manufacture this sort of thing. Dave,
And I lived in Derby.
Huh? I lived in Derbyshire, Derby for the A38. So
Derby.
currently in Staffordshire, Burton, A38. It's a great road. It means a lot.
Oh, got some bad news. Liam is going to have to leave it. He's got a new laptop and it's rubbish. So. Which is a shame. So, if you're watching on YouTube, the little box where Liam should have been, you can just see the bottom of Ashley Williams' face in that pile up at Old Trafford.
Can we not put something there? Because it's putting me off.
All right, so I'll change the layouts in a sec.
Yeah,
Dave, so what's your stats?
I'm not very good with stats. The one that leaps to mind is apparently you could get everybody in the world could be on the Isle of Wight. Would fit on the Isle of Wight.
But why would you want to?
Well, I know.
I like the Isle of Wight. That's a great holiday there once.
Would they be stacked up? Would they all be on the ground? Would you
I think they can. I think they could all have a. It's like what 3 words? I think they could have a parcel of land,
a square each.
But yeah. So that was that's the sort of thing that Alan Davis would come out with on QI, and you'd get the alert, and it's probably been poo-pooed massively, but that's the only thing I can think
Could
of.
do some poo-pooed as well there, like that.
I've found my one now, Les.
If
you removed all the empty space from the atoms in the human body, the entire population of Earth could fit inside a sugar cube.
There you go. Well, you said the dice, didn't you? So it was like it's close. Similar dimensions, isn't it? Same shape. Yeah.
Depends on the size, yeah.
I realised after asking this question, I couldn't actually think of one. So all I've got is 99% of gargoyles look like Bob Todd. So that's what I'm going to say.
Sadly, because of the lack of use of gargoyles now, it's down to 92.3%.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So that song's well outdated, isn't it?
Yeah.
Obligatory half man, half biscuit shout out there. As it's FA Cup weekend, who are you looking forward to tomorrow, by the way? I'm really not.
No.
7,000 Mackhams in there. Oh, God.
What I will say is the way they play is more suited to how we should play, how we're going to play.
Yeah.
They got dreadlocks.
They're on front. They're what?
Got any dreadlocks? Or...
Can Wyn Jones still play for them? Did he play for them or was it Southampton he played for?
Definitely
played for both. Stoke and Sunderland.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
loved his red stripe kit, that fella.
He did, yeah. I think Sunderland play on the front foot, and with they're quite an attacking team. I think that'll suit some of our ineptitude better.
Yeah, our pace behind will get through them, won't it? It'll be
Nathan Patterson. Once Patterson stop vomiting on the sideline, he'll be fine.
Has there ever been a slower 3 than that one on Wednesday night?
Yeah.
Grealish, McNeil. Was that Brentford? McNeil was number 2. Brentford, wasn't it? McNeil was number 10.
Yeah.
Jesus. Anyway, Mike has there ever been a funnier goal scored by the Toffees? And it's the own goal at Sunderland in the Cup quarter-final. Where, what was his name? Who scored it?
David Vaughan.
David Vaughan, the hapless David Vaughan, kicked his own foot and kicked the ball twice and it went in. I don't think there has.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Neil Ruddock's tits knocking the ball in the goal in the 2-0 Derby win in '97.
Umar's knob was quite funny as well.
Yeah. Or Ronald Koeman, as most calls him.
Dave, can you think of a funnier goal scored by Everton than that David Vaughan howler?
I was struggling with this one, to be honest. It took me a long time to even see an Everton goal in the flesh. It took me 3 games. We're all 0-0. No, I don't know. I quite like the one that Umar Niasse scored for Hull against Liverpool. That was a funny one.
Yeah.
But, I'm struggling to think of that. About 12 years of not going to the game, probably not doing me any favours.
I have a terrible memory for this stuff anyway as well. Foxy, anything?
Yeah, I mean, what I tend to do if I don't have an answer, I just answer a different question. So I just go funny moments, right? It was just my standard thing for this.
Yeah.
So just Michael Keane. how many times has he like scored a belter and done something ridiculous, like give away a penalty against Spurs and lashed it in the top corner in the last minute?
Yeah.
It was very Michael Keane to score.
It was
probably the best goal seen at that stadium so far. And then just have that calamity moment. It was peak Keane. It was peak.
I've got another goal.
Go on.
No, go on, Keane.
I was going to say on Keane, his goal against Wolves. That was a sweet finish, wasn't it?
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah,
it was a really good finish, wasn't it? Yeah,
it was brilliant. Yeah.
And he was unlucky with the header as well.
Oh no, it was just a good header.
No, that finish against Wolves, I didn't think it'd gone in because it was too pure. And then is that in the goal? Oh yeah, it was weird. It was almost too good.
Yeah. John?
Brett Angel against Chelsea, 1904. Yeah. He rifled it in from all of 4.5 inches and still nearly missed. And then he actually done. Does anyone remember Rashidi Yakini's celebration in the goal during World Cup '94 when he's like grabbing the net like that?
Oh yeah.
That was ripped off Brett Angel because Brett Angel done that as well.
He did.
And he's funny enough, even though he's actually in the goal mouth, he still nearly missed the net. That's how bad a striker he was with the celebration. I mean,
that's how bad his eyesight was apparently as well.
Oh,
he was nearly blind, wasn't he? I think he was like,
yeah.
He had contact lenses like milk bottle bottoms. But yeah, that was definitely a were you there at moment when Brett Angel scored. For any 19 kids, it was definitely like were you there? I was in the streets and it was great.
I was there when he scored in a reserve game once, and he went round like he just scored the winner in the cup final. It was like even like the 16-year-old lads were looking at him going, "Yeah, lad, just calm it down now, make you pass yourself here."
Dave, it's your question. Do you want to ask it?
Yeah, okay, yeah. It was. This is a bit of a rip-off question from another football podcast I occasionally listen to. But I don't know if you saw the video today. There were a dolphin swimming in the Mersey outside the stadium. So, bearing in mind that we've got dolphins swimming outside the Everton Stadium, what are your favourite sports people as aquatic mammals?
John?
I'm just speaking to David Attenborough. Hang on.
Have you got one?
I've got one. And I'm kind of conscious of tongue-in-cheek self-criticism here, but over Christmas I started watching the darts, and we're talking about Dave's dartboard behind him, which we thought was a wheel on the wall, but it's not. It's apparently a very normal-sized dartboard. But those guys, in fairness to them, could not give two fucks about how they appear on TV. So most of them, they're not on the protein shakes. They're not on the kind of the green beans and diet bars. They're not going down the gym. They wear shirts that don't kind of appeal to their best characteristics. But there's never anything with the darts players that they appear to care about that at all. So I have immense respect for them just being them. So in terms of aquatic animals that can play darts, I might have to phone David Attenborough as well just to get a list. But there's a few, aren't there? They could go and be darts players, sign them up, put them in the shirt against Yoki, throwing the darts. They might need to grow some fingers. It might be an evolution thing in a few years' time. Once JD Vance has taken over the nuclear holocaust spread,
I like the way that I like this way it's going because I was searching for dreadful puns.
John Otter is mine.
John Otter. Yeah.
All right.
Best I could come up with was notorious Korean red card avoider Manatee Chan.
I took it as a literal aquatic animal playing a sport.
Okay, that seemed like a vintage bit of Foxy and not Dolo.
So, yeah, again, I didn't answer the question.
Yeah. So actually turning animals, convincing training animals to play darts. I think that's got Primetime Channel 5 written all over it.
Yeah.
It's got legs, unlike the said marine aquatic mammals. John?
I have actually got one now. Do you remember the former Everton left back John Bailey?
Yes.
You get Bailey in Wales, don't you?
That's. I mean, it's a niche one.
Yeah.
For us.
Go down a storm at the University of Liverpool biology department. That one.
Yeah. Or you could just have Jan Moldy. So there we go. Yeah. Anyway,
I think John Otter's my favourite.
Yeah,
Yeah.
John Otter's a good one. Yeah.
We'll go with that then. Toffee Nose, who was at the Gap Buckland Everton Heritage Society talk at the Denby last night, so it was lovely to catch up with him again. And I bumped into him in town as well before as I was walking through. He went on the stadium tour today and said it's all right, but there's not really much to it because there's no.
You say bump into him.
There's nothing. Yeah.
Do you mean stalking you?
Didn't bump into him, and he was walking the other way. So I don't know. Maybe
that's what the best stalkers do.
That's true. Yeah, fair enough. Maybe that's what it was. So, his answer to the hot topic was the possibility of successfully navigating an asteroid field are approximately 3,720 to 1.
Yeah. Don't tell me the odds.
Don't tell Han Solo that. His question is, who's your favourite superhero? I also had this conversation with Liam last night. It would have been good to have him on for this one. This is obviously Batman. He loves Batman. Mine's a toss-up between Batman and Spider-Man. I've never really been able to decide between the two. I think comics-wise, I can't split them. Film-wise, Batman. Dave?
I'm going to go really niche here. One of my favourite books is Watchmen by Alan Moore.
Oh, yeah.
And my favourite superhero is from that, who's Rorschach, who's the little wiry guy who's got the Rorschach mask on his face. He's like a lone Avenger thing. So he's my sort of go-to guy. I used to have his picture on, wallpapers on phones and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Until
that says a lot about you.
Good nerd. Top nerd points for that, though.
Until my wife said, "You're 35. What are you doing?" Can't you have some pictures of the kids or something like that on and stuff?
That must have been a big test. For you.
Yeah. If we're going like mainstream, if we're going DC or Marvel, I'd have to follow Liam probably, which is Batman.
Yeah.
I think Batman is a bit more interesting than some of the others.
Yeah, I agree. There's some great graphic novels out there as well. But any comics nerds? Foxy?
I'm not really into the comic-y type superhero stuff, but I will talk about a young lad called Eric. And when Eric gets bananas, you know what happens.
Yeah. See, definitely one for the younger listeners there.
Kids, it's safe. It's not a Dave Downey banana. You're fine. Go for it.
We'll leave that hanging there. If you know, it's one of them. John?
You see, I like Batman, but at the end of the day, you're rooting for a billionaire.
I know.
Who's basically trying to fuck over the working man.
It's true. It is
good
true.
or bad? It was bad, right?
Yeah.
That's bad.
I don't know, if you ask the owner of Castor, it's good.
No.
Dan freaking.
But, so no, I like Batman but he's all moody and okay, get over it, lads. Your mum and dad are dead. We know that, But dressing in spandex isn't really impressing anyone. Just go and do something normal. So at least Spider-Man's a working class kid, but he does have some inappropriate behaviour, doesn't he? So
Spider-Man?
Yeah.
What does he do?
I'll tell you off air.
Okay.
Because otherwise we're getting into Dave Downey territory. So.
Are you thinking something that happens in Silence of the Lambs? Because that's what I've got in my head now.
Yes,
yes.
That, yeah.
Christ.
Interestingly, going back to Dan Freakin, it's not a superhero series, but I don't know if anybody's seen Landman on Paramount, which is one of these big American shows run by another billionaire who's an arsehole called Taylor Sheridan. And Dan Freakin's executive producer on that.
Yeah, he's done a few, hasn't he?
Yeah, there's no money behind a few things, I think. Yeah.
He's done the DiCaprio film. What's it called? The one about the Native American
Titanic?
No,
the moon one.
No, the
flower moon. No.
Killers of the Flower Moon.
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
I think meant the moon one, as in like
Apollo 13.
Armageddon or something. Yeah. No. He was the pilot in Dunkirk, wasn't he? Dan Freakin.
Was he?
No, Dan Freakin was that. It was him flying the plane in
Spitfire.
Dunkirk.
Oh, really?
The one that landed on the beach. Yeah. It's his Spitfire.
Is that the the one that Tom Hardy is supposed to be flying? Is it that one?
Yeah, that's Dan. The bit where it lands on the beach does like
Yeah.
the crash landing. That's Dan Friedkin's doing it.
Yeah, right.
There's a crash landing.
Mm.
Art imitating life there, innit, for Evan.
So anyway, I haven't chosen my superhero yet.
Oh, sorry, the one, John. Yeah, sorry.
John. Sorry.
I'm not going to go with any of those Marvel tossers. They're all gimps, really. I can't stand any of them. So,
Or even the X-Men.
yeah, fucking knobheads, aren't they? Oh, you've got flashy eyes. Well done. Oh, you need a manicure. Calm down. Stop being so angry.
The X-Men and knobheads. Go ahead.
Yeah. So, I'm going to go with, like Dave, I'm going to go with the comedian from Watchmen.
Yeah.
Because Superman's a twat, isn't he, if we're being honest?
Yeah.
Oh, great, you're an alien. Well
did
done. You're picking on kids, basically. Well done.
I did like the new Superman film, though. I enjoyed it. It was good.
Oh, I thought it was dreadful.
Yeah.
You can't act that fella, David Gordon Sweat.
No. I thought it was a decent Superman. Quite liked it. Laura's asked, what is violent conduct? Foxy?
Yeah. Hot soccer track. I mean, that thing on, was it Wednesday? I've forgotten the day.
Yeah.
Already. Wednesday.
I can't believe we're in January and still don't know what day it is. I've been like that all week.
Yeah, it's not good. But that was just total nonsense. I know you guys spoke about it a bit on Blue Room and that, but how you can get the guy stamping the back of Armstrong's leg, and then the person who's sent off is the person who's going to grab back of shirt and just get position.
Yeah,
and gets it wrong. It's just a nonsense. Total.
Even so,
nonsense.
The actual rule states that if you're challenging for the ball, it's not violent conduct.
Yeah, so the gap open.
Yeah, it is. So it's like, it was an offence committed, but it wasn't violent conduct. No. I mean, I'm not bothered that he's got a 3-match ban because it means.
I'm quite pleased. That's quite a good outcome.
It is.
It's the principle, though, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah, it's just absolute nonsense. But the fact that Keane isn't playing for 3 games, we might get a better back four and just.
But now our goal threat's gone, though.
So this is true. Yeah,
the goal threat's gone.
Yeah, true.
We're going to have to rely on Tieno Barry, who on Wednesday looked like he was just running around randomly. Do you know when you used to play footy in school and there was that one kid who had no idea what was going on? He just knew that everyone else was running, so he'd just follow everything. That's what Tieno Barry looked like on Wednesday.
He was dreadful, wasn't he?
I mean, I'm not one to pile on because I prefer to start my own hate campaigns and not join other people's. Are you watching, James Garner?
5-year deal, signed up.
Don't even go there. No. But well, that was Kevin Francis-esque because he was worse than Brett Angel as a top flight player. So
for the soccer chat bit of this, we did play a flat 3 in midfield Wednesday, so we didn't have like normal number 10 next to him. I think he just looked very isolated in the midfield, particularly second half. The 2 weren't getting forward, like Irabunam and Armstrong didn't get forward as much. So I think he didn't look too good.
You invited Gary Neville on?
Yeah, sorry.
Dave, violent conduct.
Well, initially I thought, what is violent conduct? I thought, is that not a punk band that John Peel would have played back in the day? I don't know. I
to say something about John Peel here, by the way, but we'll leave that.
Oh no,
yeah, okay, yeah. I watched the clip of Moyes talking about it in the press conference today, and I don't always agree with him, but I think he kind of got it spot on there today, saying that when you talk about, he knew the people on the panel, and he can't believe that not even one of them didn't think it was violent conduct. Just really disappointing. But again, he's an experienced Premier League footballer. You shouldn't be putting yourself in that bloody position in the first place, as far as I'm concerned. And they're just, we can rage and get upset about it and all this kind of stuff, and the officials are always against us and blah blah blah, and Chris Kavanagh this and all that sort of stuff. But just don't pull his hair, you dickhead.
But I think the action's quite a natural
don't put yourself
thing.
In the position.
It's quite a natural thing to put your arm up there to get a position.
What?
But I think
most people don't have long hair, so it's not a thing. You just arm up, position,
but he's still at it.
If it was any other footballer, I'd say it was intentional. But
yeah.
on the football, like Michael Keane, when you see him interviewed, he's clearly a reasonably intelligent guy, Michael Keane. But as I've said before, who do I compare him to, Les, on the footy pitch?
It's Lenny, isn't it?
He's Lenny from Of Mice and Men, isn't he? You know, startled by the moon of a night game. He winter games when it's light and then it goes dark, he's confused again because it, you know. So I genuinely think he thought, oh, he's got an extra collar or something, you know, and because he's on the football pitch, he's an aching simpleton.
Yeah. Yeah, but like you say, off the football pitch, he does seem like a nice guy, intelligent guy, very articulate. But yeah, he gets on the footy pitch and he's like, it's like the opposite of Ross Barkley, isn't he? Basically.
Yeah. On the pitch, Ross Barkley's like could have been a genius footballer. Off the pitch, you know, he's one of those players who you saw with headphones first because it's got him. Remember to breathe. In, out, because he wants to forget. So,
I worked with a girl who went to school with him. Him and his brother. They were in the same year. They were selective school in Manchester, selective Catholic school. I can't remember what it is, St. Chad's maybe or something like that. And she said they were both really, really lovely lads. So there you go.
Both actual strikers as well, because his brother is a striker, isn't he? That's Man United tried to beat that out of him for whatever reason.
And they've both got the same first name, in a rarity for brothers and twins, isn't it? Because all I ever hear you say is, will Keane play? And I'm sure he will.
John, it's your question.
No, it's not, because I haven't answered what is violent conduct yet.
I'm just stopping asking you, aren't I, tonight? Violent conduct.
Violent conduct is when a player uses or attempts to use excessive force. No, it's just, I mean, as you said yourself, it's fucking these referees. I kind of felt sorry for that referee on Wednesday because, you know, he's clearly just done his GCSEs or his mocks or something. He looked about 12. He looked out of his depth. He looked terrified at everything that happened. But they can't all be that bad. I know they are when we see them, but they're not being helped by the likes of Howard Webb and the likes of arseholes like Arsene Wenger who are interfering now. You've had your bit, Wenger. Fuck off. Stay out of football now. Go and buy yourself as many long coats as you want and just leave us alone now. All your changes are damaging the game, and that's what it's doing. It's damaging the game. There's no room for nuance. You know, referees like Roger Milford, who we used to have years ago, who would say, come on, lads, you're being dickheads here, you know, and get on with it. But no, now we're seeing we're seeing within 15 minutes of each other ridiculous inconsistencies. So that Hwang Hee-chan's challenge on Armstrong is as clear a red card under the modern game as you get now.
And has been for years.
Yeah, and then Michael Keane pulls someone's hair, and it is by accident because he's a gobshite on the footy pitch. Keane, he doesn't know what he's doing. You know, it's everything he does is a reflex. It's not intent. But under the letter of the law, it's not a red card because there's no intent for violent conduct. There's no brutality. There's no excessive force. And what we've got is a load of dead-eyed estate agent knobheads like Pawson, like Cavani, who reality shouldn't be anywhere near football because they've turned to refereeing because they were shite at the proper game. And it's the only way. You know, all I can say is just get rid of these deadheads from the game and bring in someone who knows. It can't be that difficult to find people who know about football. It's great, all right, brilliant, well done, Chris, or whatever that nerd's name was. You know, they're all from the same fucking model, aren't they, of batch line of clones. So, you know, great, you know all the rules. You know that you can't wear different coloured tape around your socks to the kicks. You know, but do you know what intent is? Do you know what a footballer's doing? No, because you've never played the game at any reasonable level. But unfortunately, what's his name from Swindon? Hooper. He's an ex-professional footballer, and he clearly does know it, but he's not been allowed to because of the rules.
Yeah, and the thing with that is, it's like it should never have been a VAR call anyway. That don't see how that was like massively. He's missed something obvious. It's because it wasn't. I don't even think there was any appeal. I think in the ground you could tell because no one had a clue what had happened. It was like going to check for violent conduct. It's like, well, who's done? You know, it was Wolves player, Everton player. Genuinely had no clue. So
going again.
It was.
just say to add, we do very much respect estate agents. And the views of John do not represent the wider views of the group.
No, I'm the estate agents are obviously upstanding, morally upright citizens who've never ever taken advantage of customers in any state.
I'm not an estate agent.
No, I don't care if you don't. But they are still less morally reprehensible than referees.
True. John, your question?
Oh, what was it? I don't know. I can't remember.
Right, do you want me to ask? I'll ask it for you.
Ask it, yeah.
Which Premier League footballer has all the necessary character flaws and lack of personality to be a referee? 2 answers to this. Foxy, you said?
Andy Robinson.
I'm with you. Completely 100% with you on that. He'd be a horrible little gobshite, wouldn't he, of a referee?
Or a teacher.
Yeah.
Don't stand for that, Dave.
Yeah. That's me. I'm the sole representative for the teaching profession, and I'm not even a teacher. I'm married one. Yeah.
Mike Blakey said Michael Keane, and he put up the picture of him pointing to his arm in that famous, it hit me there. It's a ball on, mate.
No, Mike, on the subject, Michael Keane's a teacher. He's not a referee.
Yeah, that's true. That's fair enough.
That's not an insult to teaching now. That you could imagine Michael Keane teaching geography.
Teaching English, to be honest.
Going on about arable farming.
I think he'd be physics.
Physics.
He's a physics teacher.
No, I don't think so. He gets confused by the moon, so no.
Some of his goals have defied physics, basically.
The
laws of physics, definitely. I'm just thinking back to that Tottenham one. Outrageous. Dave, have you got a Premier League footballer who has all the necessary character flaws and lack of personality to be a referee?
Yeah, James Milner.
Yes, I thought of him as well.
He can't have much longer to go to make a decision about whether that's a career move he wants to make.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Glue factory again.
No, I mean literally Dignitas.
Yeah. He's always struck me as somebody who knows the rules and would like to enforce them. You wouldn't want to be, it'd be Christmas Day round at the Milners and he's playing his kids against Monopoly and they've got no money left. And he'll be there, he won't be saying, "Oh, well, what have you got? I've got 11 quid, right? Well, I'll take that and we can move on." He'll be there going, "Well, no, you need to mortgage your hotel on that spot." And just writing it all down and absolutely sucking the fun out of it in their house. So it's perfect. Perfect to be a referee.
100%.
Don't you think Milner's the type who doesn't open his presents till after the dinner as well?
Yeah, definitely.
Sorry, you just dropped out there.
I said he's definitely the type who opens his presents after Christmas dinner, isn't he? Makes the kids wait till 4:00.
100%. Yeah.
And after the Queen's speech, nothing gets done until after the King's speech.
Has he been? Not yet. Sorry, kids, not yet.
It's not 3 p.m.
Hey, Johnny, what's your thought for this then?
John McGinn.
That's a shout. You
can just imagine him trying to backpedal because referees, considering that's all they do in the game, none of them can run backwards.
No.
You think that'd be a prerequisite, but they all look like they
run backwards like Neil Kinnock.
Yeah, they're like Shaka Khan when they're moving.
Yeah, that's a shot. I think. What did I think of? A formal one. This is like a tap in Michael Owen.
Oh yeah,
Michael Owen. Yeah.
I don't know. No, I'm not sure. I don't think Owen's got enough personality to be a referee.
That's a fair point, actually.
Because they've got minimal personality, but he's actually got negative personality.
He has somehow negative personality. That Dubai advert he did's incredible, where he's a helicopter pilot.
Oh, Andy Hinchcliffe.
Oh God, yes, Hinchcliffe, definitely. Yeah, and we'd get him every week. We alternate between Hinchcliffe and Porton being our referee.
Andy Hinchcliffe is never late for anything. But he's always...
Whoa. Let's not go there.
There's
nothing wrong with being late. With not being late. If you're 20 minutes early, you're on time. If you're on time, you're late. No, if you're on time, you're late.
Oh no! I hate it when people are early as well.
No, I'm I get into work at 6 a.m.
Oh, so
I used to have a boss who used to describe you as being. Would you be over punctual?
Yeah. I don't start till midday.
Very untardy.
Yeah. I honestly, genuinely, for work, I have been late. You could count the amount of times I've been late in over 30 years on one hand, probably on two fingers.
Is it twice?
What did you say?
Is it twice?
No, once.
Okay.
I was just being over dramatic.
Right, we'll move on to Ian's question. Hi guys, hope you're well.
Yes.
All good. FA Cup's third round tomorrow. What's your favourite FA Cup memory? A Stuart McCall winner in the quarter-final against Wimbledon in '89 for him. A couple of answers to this. Liam D said Spurs final at Elland Road. Actually, I have more solid, joyful memories of that than the final. What a day it was! It was incredible, to be honest. Mike has put a picture of Dan Gosling hitting that beaut against the Reds. And what round was that? Was that the fifth round? Fourth round. And Mike also said, would have given a mention to heighting his shoulder barge and Ashley Cole during the Chelsea pen shootouts, but he's a fucking rat, which is fair enough. Dave, favourite FA Cup memory?
I've slimmed it down to 3.
Go ahead.
So I'll be brief. The '84 final for me, as we discussed on my old new borrowed blue. FA Cup was where I started my match going experience, and I remember thinking, well, it's always going to be like this, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is, obviously, there's you start supporting a football team, and then they win a trophy in the first season and a half or what have you. So the '84 Cup final, the '95 Cup final. I was at university, and students are hilarious, aren't they? Especially ones from Manchester who support United, and so confident they were. Because my birthday is always around Cup final weekend, and they decorated my room with Man United posters and put scarves up and all that kind of stuff. So
the
that was
wacky funsters.
I know, yeah. Because Chester is very handy for Manchester, isn't it? It's absolutely.
Well, it's
did you go to Chester as well, Dave? Did you go to Chester?
No.
I'm sorry. I went to Chester. Thought we might.
Yeah. No, that's where my mate was from.
Yeah. Right. Okay.
Yeah. So that was a great afternoon in the pub because I was the only blue in my group of friends. That was it. And the first half of the 2009 Cup final, where at half time, I turned around to my mate Alan and went, "Fucking hell, Alan! There's a chance we might win this. only for Frank Lampard Jr. to ruin supporting Everton." As he has done on and off many times.
Was it Frank Lampard Jr. who ruined it, or Tim Howard?
Poppers on wrists.
Yes, I think it's more Tim Howard, to be honest. That's probably the worst shot Lampard's hit against Everton ever.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, still winning. Yeah, no. Cracking shouts there, Dave. Foxy?
My best memories aren't Everton related. So I'm going back to the 90s. My local team as a kid was Yeovil Town. In '93, I think they drew to play Arsenal in the FA Cup, and to get tickets, you had to go to like three preceding home games to kind of qualify for tickets and get a ticket. Yeovil lost the game 3-1, but my main memory was, and if you kind of think about nowadays, when the subs are warming up at half time, they're passing the ball to each other, they're kind of getting the ball, they're trapping it, they're doing a few knock-ups, and they're kind of half volleying it 40 yards, pinpoints the player 40 yards away, controlling it, taking it down.
Yeah.
A couple of keepy ups and whack it back, like very technically good. Lee Dixon and Nigel Winterburn were warming up before the game. They were stood 20 yards apart from each other, just passing it back and forth. Not once did they hit a pass to the other person without the other man to run 5 yards either way. They were so bad. They couldn't control it. They couldn't pass it. I was sitting there as a 13-year-old going, Dad, I could be a professional footballer. These are rubbish. He plays for England. He's rubbish.
Yeah.
But good times watching Yeovil.
Good times. Is their nickname the Glovers?
Yeah. Hewish
Is
Park.
Yeovil a glove-making hotspot? Is that why?
I don't know.
No,
Okay. I'll get to the bottom of that then.
because they misheard the Shabba Rank song and thought it said Mr. Glover Man. It used to come out to that.
Yeah,
Back in 1908.
That's what it is.
Worcester is the home. Worcester's the home of glove making, which is.
Is it?
I mean,
Love
yeah,
making.
glove making. Yeah, it's nearer.
Get yourself a man
Is
from
that-
Worcester.
Is that because
Yeah,
they're
I
all
mean-
saucy?
Yeah, but maybe because Worcester. I mean, Worcester's nearer Yeovil than Liverpool, but
That's true.
it's not.
It's all relative, isn't it?
Or
Suppose.
Tbilisi
Geography's
as well.
strong.
And
You're not a
Yeah,
geography
or
teacher, are you, Dave?
Yeah, no.
Right, next question from no John. I'm
Hang
messing
on.
on. Go on, John. I'm messing with you.
No.
Go ahead.
No, I want the next question. Well, my two are moments that people definitely don't remember, and probably one of them they definitely won't remember, and they definitely won't have heard of. But do you remember Dave Whelan broke his leg in a cup final because he didn't tell anyone?
No, I haven't heard that.
No, I mean, no, man had always injuries. I mean, I know everyone says it was a national tragedy, but how funny was it watching Gascoigne ruin his career in that cup final?
Yeah, with an absolute twat of a challenge.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
the other one I've got is, remember Brosey last year getting stretched off?
Christ.
Looking like his life was over getting oxygen and was
Yeah.
back in contention for Sunday's game. He could have at least had the decency to have been pretend to be injured for a few weeks. So yeah, it's got to be one of the cup finals, hasn't it?
Yeah.
95 was great. 84, brilliant. But also Wimbledon beating Liverpool was a good one.
Yes, it was. Yeah. That was great. That was. Yeah,
and if he'd been born, a young James Garner would have been crying about that.
He would have been, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
Just on Watford, so I met Steve and Hallie in the Wind Factory, and just going back to old New Borough Blue Day, I love the stories of how people start supporting Everton. His is outstanding. Basically, it was around 84. His brother got given an Everton flag by the Bizzies, I think after the cup final maybe, and he just lashed it on him. His brother just lashed his flag on him saying, I don't want that. And then he was like, okay, I'll have it, and suddenly supported Everton. It's like, that's how the magic happens. Not cares for life, but blessed and cursed at the same time. But that's
born not chosen. Born not
yeah,
chosen.
that's some origin story, that isn't it? Liam, 2 questions.
Shouldn't it be more victimised, not chosen?
There's a case there, isn't there? You can make a claim for that.
Liam, 2 questions if permitted, of course, as many as you want, mate. If Mitch Ward is the answer, what is the question? John?
What is shite?
That's possibly one. As Mike said as well, who captained Everton in the 1999 League Cup second round, second leg, beat Oxford at Goodison Park, is also possibly a question for that answer.
What was the worst deal ever done in football?
So we got him and Carl Tyler for who?
Graham Stewart. We gave Graham Stewart to them and money for Carl Tyler and Mitch Ward.
That's right.
You see, people were saying Kendall wasn't drinking during his third reign. Fuck off. That's evidence.
That says it all, doesn't it? Mike Walker was clearly on the source as well. I think the only deal worse than that is possibly Tony Cotty plus money for David Burrows. I think that's possibly worse. Only just though. Awful. Anyone got any other questions? The answer being Mitch Ward. Dave?
Well, I went quite obvious. I just thought, wasn't that the last player Howard Kendall signed for Everton?
Was it? No.
No, he signed Hutchison after that. He signed John O'Kane after that. He signed Madar after that. And he signed Beagley Mark II was his last signing, I think, for Everton.
I think Beagley Mark II is an incredible sign. I still can't believe that actually happened.
So, I'd still rather have Beagley Mark II than Mitch Ward.
Yeah. Yeah, fair.
Foxy? I'm sorry, but I'm sorry. I'm just offended by Mitch Ward existing.
I don't think there's anything more after John. I think that's it.
Fair enough. Foxy, will come to you on the second one then. What is a more frightening prospect, JD Vance as the next president of the US, or O'Brien and Mikalenko as fullbacks until the summer? Well, thankfully, we're not going to have that for at least 3 games now. But after that, what do you reckon?
So one will lead us to almost certain doom and destruction. And the others like to marry Erica Kirk, so whichever one you want to.
That girl knows how to grieve, doesn't she?
Yeah, she's a top griever.
Jesus. Dave?
I mean, you can't. I find it really difficult to even pick the humour out of JD Vance and another 4 years of the, Project 2026 lot and MAGA and all that. And after the terrible events of this week in Minnesota,
it's turned really grim, hasn't it?
Yeah,
really.
It's just woeful. I keep thinking I can't wait to watch John Oliver on Monday night on Sky. I don't know if you watch his show, but he's off the air at the moment, so I've not even got the bit.
Good, because he's a cop-out.
Yeah, well, he may well be, but he's
I'd rather have
held
JD
my
Vance.
what the John Oliver.
Yeah, I'd rather have chlamydia than John Oliver, to be honest with you. I quite respect his views on the world, but he's a Liverpool fan, so I can't take him seriously.
I know. Liverpool fan from Coventry, of course he is, with the usual. Well, my family are all from the city. Piss off. So yeah, I'll take Mikalenko. Thank you.
Controversial choice, most though.
Yeah, Mikalenko and not nuclear war.
John, say something about sirens.
Well, if you want to say something about sirens, if we don't sign a fullback this summer, this transfer window, every single member of our transfer team should be sacked, including Moyes, because it's criminal that we're going another transfer window without signing a right back.
We're not even been linked with anybody, are we? In the gossip.
Yeah, we've been linked with Al Alouadi, the lad from Genk. He's the Moroccan international.
Oh, Moyes loves a Moroccan fullback.
Yeah,
famously. Christ.
I think it's the monobrow this kid he likes.
The thing is, right, City just
another band.
I'm just getting that John Peel picture now from the meme. City just signed Semenyo, haven't they? Because they obviously need an attacking, a fast attacking winger type player.
Do not tell Michael Keane.
Or Haaland, eh?
And it's like, they've gone out and done that straight away. And again, Everton are like, Moyes is coming out going, we'll probably go with what we've got. And it's like, just sign someone straight away. Just do the unexpected and get in a player that we need straight away. Even if it's on loan till the end of the season, just something to get us through this next half of the season. But no, we're going to wait till 10 seconds.
I've got a solution that might work.
Go ahead.
Well, go on, John.
Put JD Vance at left back for us and give Mikalenko the chance of being vice president.
I could go with that.
Surely JD Vance would be right wing, wouldn't he?
He would. But he'll also be facing right wingers.
There you go.
That's true.
And also as well, if he's president of vice president, he could potentially get with Eric Kirk. Because he's probably got about the same level of intellect as Charlie Kirk has now.
Yeah, it's hot political chat. I love it.
Yeah. 48-10, Les.
Oh, it's fine. I can go with any Charlie Kirk standard. It's all good. JK, hopefully we'll see him tomorrow after the game. What's the earliest you've ever had to get up for an Everton game? Foxy.
Yeah, I mean, most times I leave quite early to get over. So normally leave home about 10 for a home game.
Yeah. What about tomorrow?
No, can't bother.
You know what? I love that. Yeah, I'll be the same. I can't be bothered either, to be honest.
No, I had an excuse that I coached an under-10s football team, and they were playing at the same time, and we've not played over Christmas. For Christmas, I thought I got a first game back, be there for the team.
It's been called off though.
Yeah, cancelled because of the snow. So actually, and even then, I'm like, yeah. So, but yeah, normally probably leave at about 10 to get up. When I lived further south, probably 8. The away games I used to go to were the ones in the southwest, like Bristol City, Bristol Rovers, Southampton, Portsmouth, and stuff, which wasn't very far away. So yeah, probably not before 8. It's nothing too bad, nothing too crazy. Yeah,
we put in a 9 o'clock kickoff for tomorrow morning. So we'd be able to get the game done and probably get over just around for kickoff. But it got cancelled anyway, which I made up about. But a little bit of context to it. We played the team we were due to play tomorrow. We played them in the cup in the quarter final and beat them 2-1. But Everton were playing the same. I think Everton were playing Fulham, and the kickoff was set for 11 o'clock at our place. So we went to their marriage and said, any chance we can, we're trying to get an early kickoff. He goes, oh yeah, come to our place. We'll play at 9 o'clock. So we switched the fixture to his place. As soon as we did it, we can't do 9 o'clock, we've got to do 11. So we just basically wanted the game at his gaff. We ended up getting 10:45 and I still got over there on time. But with this one, I knew we wouldn't be able to make it for 9. And we had to play at 9, so we're doing 9 o'clock. He had the temerity to say, can we not do later, 10:30 or something? It's like, no, mate, we definitely can't. But yeah, we beat them anyway, and we're in the final in May. Get in. Dave?
Yeah, I've not got any really early starts like Foxy's had. I remember having to get up fairly sharpish for. Did we play Man City at Goodison at 11:30?
Yes.
No, it was Main Road in 2005. No, yeah, 2005. We played him at Main Road when Danny Mills scored that stormer.
Yeah, and Stuart Pearce was manager.
Yeah.
Was for
Trevor, I think it was Trevor Sinclair and Danny Mills who scored.
Unbelievable.
11:30 on a Sunday morning. Because Manchester had some kind of lace fair or something on. It was genuinely something stupid like that.
Lace fair.
Yeah. So that was, I had to get out of bed a bit earlier for that to turn the telly on because I didn't go to Main Road and watch it. that was about it. But I
was at that game.
Were you? I quite like it. What Foxy was saying though about sort of selective watching, selective attendance. I sometimes if we're in a bad run of form, like at the moment, I quite like sort of like finding the results out afterwards. Like the old days. Sometimes I think me being there has a negative impact. So just doing it the old-fashioned way and not attending. So yeah, because I'm
you Michael Keane
tomorrow.
Being there has a negative impact.
There were definitely some games during Walter Smith where we definitely did stay in the pub and just fucked off going to the game because we couldn't be bothered.
Do you remember Ferguson? Came in on one Monday morning and asked how we got on the Saturday.
Yeah. We saw him about that game last night. He's captain at the time. Yeah.
Came in.
Incredible.
I know his nephew worked at Belfield and he was there. He was like, into him like YTS at Belfield was dead shocked.
John, what's the earliest you got off for a game then? I guess it wasn't City.
No, probably one of the cup.
You're there 6 hours early anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, well, I for the cup final in 2009, I was at Wembley by 4 a.m. on the Thursday. I was outside getting ready. I don't know. I'm more, to be honest with you, with the way it is now, I'm more worried about how late I get home.
Yeah. I'm not into night games at the Newcastle at all.
There's so many.
Wednesday night, it was horrendous because my wife, happy birthday, Naomi.
Big fan of the show.
Yeah, she is actually. No, she does. She watches it. Yeah. She made us walk from the Rondico to do you know up by Everton Valley?
Oh Christ!
Up the hill.
That's a trek, that Jesus.
I felt like Edmund Hillary. I didn't have Tens and Norgay with me, and honestly, I was trying to get up the last bit of the hills like that. It's like really steep, and I'm like that climbing up it. Honestly, crampons on, rope and everything, and she's going up it like a mountain goat.
That Arsenal game was an absolute killer for me. Getting home, I agree with you, Johnny. That's much worse. Yeah. I'd rather get up and get out of the way. I live in Wigan. I got back to Wigan at midnight, and it was that last Saturday before Christmas, and it was just carnage in
like
Wigan.
The last days of Rome.
It was unbelievable. I couldn't get a cab. I couldn't get an Uber. I had to schlep about 2 miles out of the town, and eventually I got a bus. I got the last bus home. I got in at midnight, sober as a judge.
The last bus from Liverpool to Wigan must be an experience.
It feels like at the moment we've got so many night games. I don't know if that's actually accurate, but like
it is. Yeah,
Monday night games and
we've had more night games. We've had more night games this season than we've had in any other season already. I mean,
so when you're traveling from a distance, like for me, going up there, turning up, getting out of the city, I'm not going to get back before like 1:30. I'm like, whereas Goodison, I could probably get back by.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he got another 2 o'clock, didn't he? That's the thing. There was a
Yeah.
Foxy finally got me season ticket, and then he just threw every game with a nice honestly, yeah.
I don't know why we're so popular to televise, because everybody keeps telling me there's no atmosphere at the ground.
Get rid of Grealish.
I mean, did you hear the Wolves fans on Wednesday? You sold your soul for this shit.
Oh God.
Well, fucking hell. Hey, you're from Wolverhampton, so you've got no souls. As anyone who's ever been to Wolverhampton will know. B, Molineux.
Is it near the 838?
My God.
It's even though Molineux's been redeveloped, it's still a shithole.
It's horrible.
Because and C, it's in Wolverhampton, so it's a shithole. You know, they're a club. What I don't even know what they are, to be honest with you. I'm glad they're getting relegated. It's good for this experiment. Send them back down to where they belong, and you can go and appoint someone. I don't know, some other non-entity. I mean, Rob Edwards is already filling up his word cloud for his next interview, isn't he? And his next, blue sky thinking.
He's a toffee. I didn't know that.
Is he
still? Is he?
Yeah, his dad's a Blues from North Wales, so he used to come across to Goodison.
Well, he's a twat anyway.
He's terminally on LinkedIn, isn't he? Like, definitely.
He's the Mogadon Nathan Jones, so the Southampton manager.
Same guy, yeah.
Just Nathan Jones' ADHD medicine isn't working, so Rob Edwards is.
So Rob Edwards is surely imminently about to appear on the Comfrey Awful podcast, wearing very white trainers and crop trousers.
Definitely,
and talking about leadership. Yeah,
100%. Just to bring it back to the question, my earliest was probably Bournemouth away. Got up at 6, got to the ground at 2:45, and as I've said before, got knocked back for a beer because it was 15 minutes before kick-off. I took that really well, as well
and we kicked off at 12:30.
Yeah. 2 more left. So, got Denby. What's the most ridiculous red card any of you have ever had? John, let's have both versions. The incorrect year and the correct year.
Okay, No, it was only a couple of months difference.
Okay.
So, just for some context, I was sent off around about 23, 24 times while I played football. And most of you will be surprised that it was for me mouth. It wasn't for violent conduct. I never pulled anyone's hair. I didn't throw the ball at them and try to drag them off the pitch. It was mostly for... So my one was... one Sunday, we were playing a team and the referee... It was a bad decision. It was a throw-in. He gave a throw-in to them when it was clearly my throw-in. And I called him a corrupt cunt. The idea that this 60-odd-year-old fella who referees Merseyside Youth Alliance under-18 league or whatever it was called would be taking bribes to give them a throw-in 14 yards from their goal, is absurd. But then to make it even weirder, 8 days later, the following Monday, he was my first patient on the operating list.
That's amazing.
But fair play to him, he never put me sending off in, so I didn't get a ban.
Oh, fair enough.
I didn't have to play under a fake name. So, yeah. And he was a bit surprised to see me, to say the least.
Were you meant to be there, John? You just like chasing him down?
No, I was with, what's his name? With Les Stalker. What's his name?
Yes, Toffee knows.
Me and him were there. No, yeah, I'd only literally been working in the Royal Theatres for about 4 or 5 weeks by that point. So it was a strange one, but amusing.
Yeah. Did you pull your mask down and he shit himself?
We didn't wear masks in them days, Les.
Oh, yes.
When we were in theatre. This was in.
What the woke nonsense.
Yeah. And I also got sent off for pulling the net out once.
What was that for?
I scored an own goal. And I said to the referee, I got pushed. He said, you didn't. I said, I fucking did. And he went, you never. So I just dragged the net off the goal. And ripped it off.
John anger management Wharton.
Yeah.
Dave, ever had a red?
No, I am to playing football to what King Herod is to running crashes. So I was
efficient,
but I did play in fact, I'm still known to turn out every now and then. I do play a bit of rugby. I did play a bit of rugby just because that's what the fat kids did if you couldn't play football at my school. And we were playing rugby referees. Rugby union referees are certainly more and more like Premier League football referees now. You know, they can be quite strict and stuff like that. And I was captain for this game, and I made some. He was ancient, this ref, and he kept getting the decisions wrong. And I made some offhand remark about reminding him that it was now 5 points for a try rather than 4. He didn't take very well to that, and I got yellow carded for being sarcastic. And not obviously the levels of John, but that's the closest I was really.
Yeah.
I tended to keep myself to myself on. I was just delighted to be on the pitch in the first place. So I tended not to get into any trouble.
Yeah, same here. Yellow card was the most I got. I got 1, and that was basically the ball went out for a goal kick. Everyone's running back towards the halfway line, and this lad just runs behind me, barges me in the back. So I'm like looking around, all like shocked, and I start chasing him, and he starts running away. So we'll go after him to collar him. He starts running away, then the ref starts running after me. It was like a fucking.
Benny Hill?
Yeah, it was. I was like Ben Hill, 3 of us. Do you remember the original like FIFA 95 or something where you could leg it from the ref?
Yeah, and you couldn't get pushed. Yeah.
It was like that, but I was trying to catch this lad. The ref was trying to catch me. It was farcical. And yeah, that's the only yellow card I ever got. But it was worth it though. He was a tit.
Here's one for you. Oh, sorry, go on, Foxy.
Go on.
No, that's Foxy, no.
Yeah, so mine's a bit similar to Dave's in the sense that in my school years we didn't play football. West Country played rugby. I've never been properly sent off, but I used to play in the positions we could kick the ball, so it's the closest I could get to playing football. So I'd like play fly half, play fullback. On one game, I was playing fullback, caught the ball, cleared it. One of the guys came round and fly kicked me in the back of the head, but the ref didn't see it. So I think I was probably knocked out for a little bit. And on the floor, and getting up and quite groggy. And the ref came over, and to Dave, you have to be quite polite to them, call them sir and stuff.
Yeah.
And I was just a bit incoherent. It's you can't talk to me. He just told me to get off the pitch. I'm like, what? My coach was going apoplectic on the side, going, he's just been fly kicked by this other guy. Like, I didn't carried on being an old toff. But yeah, that's the closest I've been to being sent off by being. That's madness. The madness of rugby.
Michael Keane levels of.
I think Pawson was probably the ref at that point.
Yeah, Jesus, that is harsh. Final question. Sorry, John. Sorry for it again.
This isn't an undeserved. This isn't an undeserved red card. I got sent off for a professional foul once. No arguments. I just sided him down because he was going to score. But our game finished, and we went to watch the game on the next. And a lad was murdered, and a lad pulled a gun out, went to his car, and got a gun.
Jesus.
And he didn't get sent off. I mean, he had ran away.
Okay,
but he didn't get a red card. And I think that's a bit unjust. That, we're talking about Moyes today, that you can stamp on a player and not get a red card. But what about pulling a gun out on the pitch?
Did he pull anyone's hair, though?
No, exactly.
Is it in the rules? It might just be generally
if you actually read the rules, it's only a yellow card. Because you're bringing a prohibited object onto the pitch. It doesn't say.
Can you imagine Michael Keane does that next game?
Because he has under the
gun,
conduct rule there. He hasn't breached anything because he's not made any physical contact with anyone.
Oh God, yeah, Michael Keane going the full. Remember the start of the last Boy Scouts?
Yeah.
That night where the fellas of American football pulls a gun out and starts shooting everyone.
Yeah.
Michael Keane before the end of the season, though.
But if it was Tierno Barry, he'd missed them all. No one would be killed.
They're like Pulp Fiction. Right, last one from JK, who's getting a flight over tomorrow. One final one. What's one artist/song that people would be surprised to learn you don't like? Got an answer to this from me. Doesn't matter. Dave.
Come back to me, Les.
Okay.
On that
Foxy?
One. Yeah.
Yeah, it might surprise people because I'm quite a chilled, laid-back guy. but I hate soul music. It makes me physically angry and borderline sick. My missus quite likes the Bruno Mars type thing.
Oh,
Oh, no,
on the
sorry.
car, I will get angry. But to me, it's all the same.
That's fine.
But it's all the same genre. He's a red shite, isn't he? But it's all the same genre of stuff. I can't stand anything like 70s, 80s.
What about 60s?
No, none of that stuff. None of it just gives me the
Just
ropes. I
makes
can't
you
take it.
bitch.
You were
Unless
right,
it's got-
Leslie is a wrong one.
I can't do it.
Yeah,
And that's
is there any-
surprised you, John, because you thought I was a writing, so you know.
is there any basis for that? Foxy? Was it like parents playing it as a kid and it just did it in, or
My parents never played any music. I don't know. I just grind.
yeah,
can't
that's
do it.
fair enough.
Can't
We
do
get these things happen, yeah.
Well, don't
That's a
worry,
shout.
Foxy. I'll still stand by you.
it.
Hey, John, what's yours?
The song I don't like. That people
Or the
listen
band.
to. Who was it who was asking?
JK.
Well, I don't like anything by him. Jamiroquai was shite.
Oh, I love Jamiroquai.
Oh no! Fuck off! Take your hat and fuck off, you tireless little cretin.
He's a gobshite. He's a massive gobshite.
Yeah.
JK, Jamiroquai, JK. Not it's only JK. Mailbag, JK. He's a great guy. Yeah, JK, Jamiroquai, JK's a knob.
I just wanted to make sure. But the one thing I do like about JK, remember he tried around with the paparazzi once and he got chinned. The fella battered him.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Which JK now?
JK Rowland.
If only.
No, what song? I hate Yesterday by the Beatles. I love the Beatles. But I think Yesterday's just turgid shite.
Fair.
Yesterday, my soul seems so... Oh, fuck off, Paul. I love Paul, but fuck off.
Yeah, not this one, lad. Give it a rest.
Yeah.
I think mine's Kings of Leon.
Oh, God.
Okay.
First album's great, but after that...
Oh, I hate the first album. It's just like club singer to me.
But compared to Sex is on Fire...
Well, I mean, that's another level of shite, but yeah. I mean, yeah. To quote Paul Bertel poet, in the beginning there was shite, followed by more shite, and even more shite, until there was shite.
To be honest with you, that song's that bad. Like, as a mate of mine once said, that's the worst thing he's ever heard, and he's heard his parents shagging. So.
It doesn't even work if you change it to Kex on Fire, which is slightly funny, but it's still shit.
No. Let's your house haunted.
Whoa.
Is it Colin?
Oh, it's Colin Robinson's just appeared.
Where's that Colin?
There we go.
Hello, Colin.
A reluctant Colin Robinson. There he is. No, he's done.
I've just waved it. I've just waved it. I think I've reached rock.
He's made the most sense on the podcast so far.
Actually, yeah. Nice. Dave, have you got one?
Yeah. Bruce Springsteen.
Oh, do you know what? I've never got him either.
I don't get it. I don't know why white blokes from Basingstoke who work in, cyber fraud think that he's talking to them about being on the streets and blue collar working and and why they're paying 250 quid to go and stand and listen to that garbage in Hyde Park and go, oh yeah, he's
I got
just,
a free ticket for him.
I'd give it back. It's my top. Me and my mate James, who I'm seeing tomorrow, we have like a list of like, if somebody gave you a free ticket, you'd give it back. And for me, it's Bruce Springsteen. In fact, it'd be Bruce Springsteen singing "Beautiful South" songs. Would be like that's purgatory for me.
That's the collaboration no one asked for.
I love the House Martins, everything they stood for. But yeah, Bruce Springsteen and "Beautiful South." Oh God.
Can we just say that Dave's views on men from Basingstoke working in cybersecurity, not the views of the podcast.
No, I have to say, yeah, I'm agreeing with Foxy on that one. Those poor, put upon people, victimised.
Yeah.
They are probably the most people who
If
are
you've been
discriminated
affected by
against
any of
votes,
the content of the mailbag today, we don't care. No.
please contact
Please
David Downey
contact
at johnnysins.co.uk.
Here is Dave Downey's
contact-
personal number. 07.
Yeah.
Right, lads, on that bombshell, we shall wrap up this week's mailbag. Absolute belter. Cheers, Dave. Cheers. Solid debut, by the way, Dave. Tony Cotty. Level debut there for me. Nice one, Foxy. Nice one, John. Thanks to everyone who sent questions in. As ever, we'll be back next week with another mailbag.